Hi there, welcome to another Thrift Finds video. This is a vinyl edition and it's a huge one. This is a mega mind-blowing finds video. I'm gonna start off with what I found today, which is, I don't know how many records, but it's a big stack. And it features hip-hop, it features soul, it features disco, it features reggae, it features techno, it features everything, a lot of stuff. And then at the end, I'm going to show what I had already that I was accumulating to show in a video, which is this one. And at the very end, there's two newer records. So stay put. First up, 2 7-inches. This one is, going to have to take this out. I have not heard these, by the way. This is Sticky Sticky by Bobby Harris, which is originally a soul song from 1966. This is the 1973 reissue on Shout Records. And you got Mr. Success by Bobby Harris as well. There were a lot of these, 7 inches without a little plastic sleeve, and some of them I should have grabbed probably, but I don't like records without sleeves, and I don't have extra sleeves. Then here we have the Blackbirds with, sorry, I hope you can see it. I don't think so. Do It Fluid. And the B-side is Summer Love, some jazz funk, soul funk, jazz funk, whatever you want to call it. The Blackbirds. Had to grab that as well. Onto the vinyl. One record I found at a thrift store, which basically overprices their records, probably because they're in an area where a lot of people live with money. I don't know. Could be the case. Everything is priced like $3 and higher, even Neil Diamond records, which you see a dime a dozen, Anyway, this one I had to pick up. This is High Gloss, their self-titled album from 1981. This is originally on Prelude. My copy is on Ramshorn, which is one of my favorite Dutch distribution labels from the 80s. They did a lot of soul, funk, boogie, hip-hop, disco, whatever. And this is one of those disco-y, funky kind of electronic albums. And yeah, there's nudity on the cover. So that's a really cool one. It was priced $3.75, maybe overpriced, but I wanted it. All the rest was $1. This was a different thrift store. Soulful Forevers. This is a Dutch compilation on a nameless label. There's no label on there, no information. I think it came from the early 80s. And it's a compilation of soul music, obviously. You get the Pussycats, Arthur Connolly, Count Willie, Ed Townsend, Ann Cole, Sam and Bill, Joe Tex, Garnett Mims, Sam and Dave, Otis Williams, Ty Hunter, Johnny Copeland, Billy Young, and Bobby Harris, who, by the way, is there as well. So yeah, I like these. They're pretty damn obscure. They're not rare. They're just obscure. In the same batch, I found some African music. I had to pick it up. The sleeves are not in the greatest condition. This is a French pressing, Inkunzi Mdaka. This one, I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's Siyangisinda Izono. This one is, I believe, from the late 70s. It's on celluloid, French label. I think they're from South Africa, but I could be wrong. I have to pick it up. Then some hip hop. When I was looking at the normal bins and then the bins where the classical music was, This was all placed there. All the African music, all the stuff I'm going to show you. Like this, Schoolie D, Smoke Some Kill, which is from '88. It's on Jive. Gangster rap, it seems. There's Gangster Boogie on here, Gangster Boogie 2 actually. So, Schoolie D, of course, had to grab it. This one I already had in the past and got rid of. So it's back in my collection. Yeah, this is techno mostly. Jack Tracks, this is the 5th album. 2 LP set, 16 tracks. You got JM Silk, Liz Torres, Master C and J, Fingers Inc., Fortune, Mickey Oliver, Candy J, Bang the Party, Pierre's Fantasy Club, House Gang, Mickey Mixing Oliver, Mayday, Model 500. So you got all the classics like Steve Silk Hurley, Juan Atkins, you know, just the old school, I think, techno, like Detroit techno, maybe Chicago house, I don't know, but it's something like that. That is one I already used to have. You know, I used to have that one. This is one I did not have. Another double album. It's got 12 tracks. This is Jack Tracks, the 6th album. This one is kind of, oops, beat, as you can see. This one is in a lot better shape. I'm going to show the label. See, Jack Tracks. And here you have the Jungle Brothers, Keith Thompson, Ralph Rosario, Victor Romeo and the Move, LNR, Party Animals, One on One Crew, Armando, Pierre's Fantasy Club again, Fortune, and Nebula. So that was good. This, again, never heard any of these. This is Sons of Arqua, Sons of Arqua, Volume 5. Ark of the Arquans, Heaven and Hell and Other Strange Faces. This is originally on a label called Antler. Subway Antler, Belgian label, sub-label from Play It Again Sam. No, it's not. It's licensed from, it's on Scarface. That's what it is, Scarface. And Discog says this is dub. I hope so. I really, really hope so. They're from the UK. I think from all the instrumentation, I think it could be dub. So Sons of Arqua, Volume 5. Again, had to pick that up. It just looked cool. So then we have another African release. This 4-track LP. Joe, what is this called? I don't know. Emenea. I don't know. This is from Kenya. I'm not going to pronounce any of this. This is just, like I said, this is African music. See it, you pick it up. You don't know what it is, doesn't matter. You'll find out for $1. So I had to pick that up. More hip hop. This one, mind blown. This was something, when I saw this, wow. And it goes for decent money as well. I think $30 at least. This is Nice and Smooth, their first album from, I think, also 1988. Comes in the original inner sleeve. 1989 on Fresh Records. And yeah, Nice and Smooth. I know them. I think I have some later album from them on CD. But this is their debut album. Still in the shrink for $1. Had to have it. More African music. Don't know where this is from, by the way. Ethiopia, probably. This is Tribu. Africa to Lela, Ethiopia. There's some Dutch artists on here as well, but it's on a Dutch label called Africa Mama. Yeah, again, I had to pick it up. Just the cover looks good. I'm intrigued. So that's a good one. Then Cash Flow. This is water damage, as you can see, but I had to pick it up. Big Money from 1988. This is on Mercury. And apparently funk soul, maybe late 80s electro kind of funky stuff. I don't know. I have not heard it. And to be quite honest, I don't know these. More African music. This one goes again for quite some money. This is more African jazz. Malombo. I don't know what it's called. Originally from 1984, it seems on the label. This is on the Kijima label. Oh, sorry, Kijima label. There's some specks and dust and papers on there. I have to read all the write-up on the back to actually find out what this is, but I had to pick this up. This is a re-release from 1988. Malombo. Then we're still doing the haul. This is, like I said, this is a lot of records. Some reggae. This is the Equators with Hot from 1981. This is on, weirdly enough, on Stiff Records. I never knew Stiff did reggae music, like pure reggae music. Didn't know that. Now I do, and I'm pretty happy finding stuff like that. Another Jack Tracks album. The first album. This is a single LP. This one came from 1987. There's the Jack Tracks label. Again, not in the greatest shape, sleeve-wise, but I don't care for a buck. You get Ramos, Ralphie Rosario, Reyes, Ulysses, White Knights, Paul Scott, Professor of Funk and the Chicago Housing Authority, and MG Squared. Yeah, I know all of these. I know them. No, I don't. But probably sounds interesting. Here we have a double album by Manu Dibango. I had to pick this up. This is a French release called Happy Reunion, and a lot of French words. Ooh, it's falling out of my hands. Double album on Buddha Records, but it's Buda, not Buddha as in, the 60s label from the US. But yeah, Manu Dibango, had to pick that up. Some more African music. See? Some jazz. This is McCoy Tyner, live at the Musicians Exchange Cafe, Fort Lauderdale, USA. UK release from 1987, I think. It's on Kingdom Jazz. Yeah, I don't know. McCoy Tyner, I know him, obviously, but never heard of this release. And the last one from this haul, and then I'm going to show everything I already had before, is this one. This is 98.7 KISS FM presents Shep Pettibone's Master Mixes. 2 LP set on Ramshorn. And there's the albums on Ramshorn, and then what they did was the inner sleeves is exactly what's on the inside. Doesn't really matter. There you have the Ramshorn label again. I love that label. This is from 1982. Shep Pettibone. classic remixer from the 80s. Um, and this is a double album compilation of stuff he did, I guess. There's 3 tracks on each side. You got D-Train, The Strikers, Conquest, Franz Joly, Jeanette, Empress, Secret Weapon, Unlimited Touch, Sharon Red, Gail Adams, the Nick Straker Band, and again a track by Franz Joly. They're all well known now, but this is boogie, disco, funk, classic stuff that I like. Now on to the albums that I already had before this haul. Nothing too exciting, but there's some cool stuff in here. First up, Selena Jones, Platinum. This came out in, I think, 71. Yep. The opening track is amazing. Her version of the Box Tops, The Ladder. But the rest is kind of meh, sort of vocal jazz. It's on on CBS. So it's kind of like meh, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to keep this, but the opening track, killer. The rest. Then we have another Ramshorn release. See, Ramshorn. First Choice, featuring Rochelle Fleming. This is an LP. Originally on Salsoul. Disco. Just pure disco. This is a compilation that came out in 1984. It features the song Dr. Love. Everybody knows that. That's a good song. And the rest is kind of like, you know, I like it. It's not killer, but I like it. So this is a keeper. Then I picked this one up. This is Marsha Hines, Ooh Child. This is not the song Ooh Child that everybody knows. This is on Friends record. It's a different track. Ooh Child by Marsha Hines is funky. That's an awesome track. And there's a couple of tracks like that on here, and there's a lot of duds on here as well, but overall, a really good album by Marsha Hines. On the Dutch Sound label as well, they distributed it. Good stuff. Dusty. Had to pick up Dusty Springfield. This is Wishing and Hoping on the Pickwick label. Previously released on Mercury Records. No idea what it was called back then, but yeah, we're talking 70s here. It's got You Don't Owe Me, I Want to Be With You, stuff like that. 60s stuff. I love Dusty, so I had to pick that up. This one was at that thrift store before the haul. The Crusaders, Street Life, from 1979. This is the Italian or Spanish release. I really don't know. I think Spanish. Or Italian. Spanish or Italian, I don't know. It's in near mint shape. It's got Street Life featuring Randy Crawford. It's just good. Good album. Funky. Like it. Then, Little Richard. Had to pick this up. This is a compilation called Dollars, Dollars, and More Dollars. Sadly, it's not a gatefold. It's very 80s, as you can see. But it features a whole lot of shaking going on. Goodnight Irene by Lead Belly, I guess. Is that it? Hound Dog, Good Golly Miss Molly, Lordy Miss Claudie. This is on Charlie Records, and I love the Charlie logo. Just look at that. I like this. This is, I mean, I've always grown up to hate rock and roll music, but it's Little Richard. It's Little Richard. You pick it up. Last secondhand albums that I got are 2 by one artist. That again, never really picked up any of their stuff, but now they were $1 each, so I had to pick them up. Wings at the Speed of Sound, which is not my favorite. This is not something that I will probably keep. It's interesting, but it's not good. Came with the original inner sleeve. That's the custom labels. There's a lot of well-known tracks on here, but this is not Wings that I like, Paul McCartney and Wings. This one, however, I really enjoyed. It's Beat the Shh, but Band on the Run. This actually is good. Jad, my favorite song on here. But overall, this is very much in the same vein as early Paul McCartney solo stuff. So that's cool. It's got a custom island inner sleeve when it's not even on island. But there we have Apple label. And that is my second-hand haul. Oh no, wait a minute. There's a little extra in here. The insert, Paul McCartney and Wings. So this one, Band on the Run, I really enjoyed this. The last two LPs are new records, so it's 20 minutes. It's a long video. I knew this was going to happen, but I have to show everything. I've got the Super Mario release. Yes, I'm excited. Why? It's not music I will like. There's one song on here by Jack Black called Peaches. Everybody knows that. And the rest is just film music. Nothing spectacular, but I really like this. I had to pick it up. My son didn't want this. He wanted the CD copy, but it's not on CD. 2 LP set. Gatefold. There's Bowser with his piano. I love this movie, by the way. This was a lot of fun. Comes on 2 LPs. You got different colors, and the vinyl is green on one, and the other one is excuse me. Red. So you got Mario and Luigi color. And there's also a version with peach colored and I think Bowser colored vinyl. But I am happy. I'm happy with this one. And the last one is a new album I received earlier this week, and I did not listen to it yet. I'll probably listen to it tonight, or I'll listen to any of those records. But this is the new Jeugd van Tegenwoordig LP. It's a single album, gatefold. Awesome artwork. Jeugd van Tegenwoordig are a Dutch hip-hop group. There's them. This is Bas Brom, producer, and you got the 3 rap guys here. Rap, sing, pop, kind of that stuff. Colored vinyl, white. It's a pretty cool looking release, and I'm really happy that I picked this one up. So yeah, some Dutch hip-hop to end it off. Thank you so much for watching. This is a long one. I don't know if anyone will watch till the end. If you do, say, I did it. If not, thank you for watching just half of this video, I guess. I'll be doing a CD update next. But until then, enter the competition. See ya. Bye-bye.